All right, let's get started. Welcome. The webcam. It is broken. I don't know if you guys can hear the music. Looks like the desktop audio is very quiet. Just gonna turn that up really loud for the moment. All right, yeah, I just had it on really quiet. Hello. There we go. So my voice should be a lot better than that. All right, let's get the webcam sorted. Sorry about this. This is always technical issues. Which one is it? I think it's this one. Did it come back? Hey, it came back. All right. Welcome. Okay, cool. Let's go, okay. Desktop is working. Yep, sweet. Let's jump straight into it. So, hopefully everyone's doing well. Hopefully. What we are continuing today is the sprints. As you see, this notepad's getting a little bit too large, so I'm just going to reset the canvas. And let's write up what we've got to do left. So a simple to do. And then what we want to do is we want to users are able to add objects to sprints. That is done, but we've got a bug. So bug fix object list not updating. When objects added to a sprint. So that's something easy which we can do. Then from there, users are unable to remove objects. And hey, Sandy Lee, how are you going? Hopefully you're going well. Hopefully you're feeling a lot better than the last couple of days. So yeah, how have you been going? Users are unable to remove objects from sprint. Now, fair enough. It does take time to heal, and I fully understand. So yeah, I'm sorry you're going through that. Users are unable to remove objects from sprints. Oh, that's good to hear. What is your sort of go-to food in these sorts of cases when you get your appetite back? For me, it's either spaghetti, usually spaghetti, mostly spaghetti. Just for some strange reason. So yeah. All right, we need to do users able to start / finish sprints. And permissions. And hey, Tired Kebab, how are you? I got it back probably because I'm feeling better. Ah, fair enough. Yeah. So those are what we got to do. So let's fix the bug fix first. First off, let's actually close other tabs. Let's close this. Let's start booting this up. Let's also boot up the npm run watch. I need just I needed to eat, so I forced myself to eat. Ah, fair enough. Yep. Eating is very important. You're pretty good, Tired Kebab. Yeah, I can't complain. somewhat productive today. I am slowly getting back into the unit tests using mock and stuff like that for .NET, and I just need to read more information on it. Like, there's stuff I need to learn. So, yeah. All right, so we've got 2 objects here. Let's go add object wizard. Let's go project, and let's add in this one project. If we go add, it successfully adds. 1, it doesn't close this, and 2, it doesn't actually add it to this at all. So we've got to actually implement that feature. So we didn't do it last time because I was a bit too tired, because it involved a little bit of working around stuff. So I'm going to close all tabs. I'm going to minimize all stuff. And first things first is we're going to open up the wrong directory. We want source JavaScript. Sorry, I'm just going to pick up the socks. Hey, sweetie. No. In your bed. In your bed. I Febrezed your bed. The other cat smell isn't there anymore. All right, she just wants cuddle. So we're going to open up components, and what we're going to do is open up the sprints, and we're going to go, I think it's sprint information that we're after. Now I know an add is just about to start, but it might be not starting. It might be just a, yeah. All right, cool. So what we've got is props. We've got the sprint results. What we need is we need local sprint results. And that will be the sprint results. So we're going to build everything off this local sprint results. So the props will initially populate this, and then we can manipulate this particular one. So up here, where we've got the for statement. Ah, there's the ads. All right, cool. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just do add time. All right, sweet. I am gonna do some weights. Whilst the ads are going. Just to sort of pass the time. I don't want people to feel like they're missing out on anything. So, yeah. And you guys who aren't missing out get to see this. So, yeah. I wasn't really counting. Alright, I'm gonna stop there because I was getting a bit tired. Okay, oh, my hair is messy. There we go. Anyway, everyone should be back now. Let's get back into it. Okay, so what we want to do is go local sprint results. Actually, that is the wrong one. Now that I think about it. All right. Am I just working out? Well, during ads. So the idea being is if anyone doesn't have an ad blocker or isn't subscribed or anything like that, they're going to see an ad, and I kind of don't want them to feel like they're missed out of anything. So I'm trying to, you know, fill those time with doing something random, whether or not it is learning another language. So I'm currently learning Japanese because I'm going to Japan in hopefully a couple of months. And what else? Yeah, just to fill in the time. All right. I might be missing something. Requirement item results, project results, and task results. Give me a couple of seconds. Sprint information, project results. All right, cool. Yeah, I've got to fill those out. Twitch is having trouble with the ad block. Fair enough. End temp code. Oh yeah, I put them in like that. And I was gonna do something with them later. Okay. In this sort of case, what I want to do, so I'm probably going to ignore this bug for the moment. Oh, should I? No, I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good because it'll bite me later on if I don't do it. So, local requirement results, local project results. Actually, this should be project results. There we go. And that should be this dot requirement results, and then local task results. All right. So the idea being is we can mutate those. So up here, this then becomes local requirement. I've got to have it. I'll fix that in a second. Local project results, local task results. There you go. All right, so the idea being is these can be mutated easily. So what we want to do is we've got add object to sprint. So we've got the add objects going all the way down here. We've then got this then code. So what we want to do, so we need data from the backend. So we need to also check the backend too and get that to send data. So under the views, we've got sprint views. And then add object to sprint. Oh yeah, feel free to drop everyone. Exclamation drop followed by your favorite emoji. We've got amputee Amber in her little yellow bag. Okay, so object type, requirement, project, task. And what I feel like doing is actually getting all these objects and putting them into one. Okay, so what we need is to get assigned sprints. Def get we'll have this as an internal function. So the idea here, sorry, I'm just scrolling down to this section. I actually want to nick this code here. I'm going to copy. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to paste it in. Tired Kebab, if you wanted to do the drop, it's exclamation mark drop. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. All right, we need sprint assignment results, which is going to be really easy. That's going to be sprint object assignment results equals sprint object assignment dot objects dot filter is deleted equals false. And then we need this in here, destination. Sorry, I was meant to actually put those within here and go destination underscore ID and then location ID. All right. And then that will do that, that will do that, that will do that. Then you're in your bed, sweetie. Then what we need to do is we need to convert all of those into an object. So yeah, I'm just wondering how I've done that before, and I had a feeling I've got it in internal functions. Maybe not. Maybe object data. So I'm just looking for something I've done in the past. Okay, user list all. No, that's not it. Link objects, object link list. Not quite. Maybe if I look for json.dumps under the directory. Not what I want. What if I did a return an object? Kind of. I think that's what I wanted. So what I'll return an object like this. Looks like I serialized those up there, but one of them I've done it like that. The status options. Which is all like that. All right, and then the other ones. Okay, cool. Similar. Very similar. Yeah, this is what I've done. All right. And those are filtered. I don't know if this will work with value though. I have a feeling, because I'm using value. Yeah, I'm using value. I have to use this functionality. All right, not a problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to paste it over there for reference. Here we're going to have return an object, and we've got requirement item results, and that's going to be JSON dumps. That's going to be a list of requirement item results with the CLS equals the Django JSON encoder. And thank you very much for the follow, Camlich01. Welcome, welcome. I do hope you are enjoying my content. So yeah. Then we want project results, json.dumps, once again, your list, your project results, your CLS equals your Django JSON encoder. And then what we want is task results, json.dumps. We want our list, and task results CLS equals Django JSON encoder. Okay, so that is our get assigned objects. That should, in theory, work with how we want it to. And what we want to do is we want to call it from up here. Sorry, socks, but I don't trust you around the keyboard at the moment. She's like, Right, there you go. Yes. I don't know if you can hear her meow and complain, but she's meowing and complaining. You get cuddled then. All right. So I think we want to send back a simple JSON response where we go JSON.loads, and then we get the get assigned objects, and we send through the destination and location ID. Yep, destination, location ID. Oh, we probably don't need to do that then. All right. I don't know if that's going to work, but we're going to test it out. So we go in here, we go in project. We're just adding in a project. Boom, did not work. All right. Reason being, 500 internal server error. Object type project is not JSON serializable. Okay, not a problem. So it said this. Okay. I am going to debug this. So results equals get assigned objects destination location ID. Hang on a minute. Get assigned objects, destination. All right, this is where a bit of confusion might come into play. So we're going to put that out first. What we're then going to do is going to put a breakpoint here. We're going to remove this, and we're going to go results. We're going to wait a few seconds, and we're just going to hit reload. Then we're going to add this project back in. So the thing is, the parent object is project information. So what I actually do want to do is a requirement instead. And if I do this, we should hit this. So the destination is going to be sprint and 7. Well, it's a sprint 7, yeah. So I'm going to move into this. We're going to move down like this. So this should have got sprint 7. All right, so that works. But that didn't. All right, cool. And the error type requirement item is not JSON serializable. Okay, so if we go back to the sprint views, let's go into here, let's go into go-to and then implementations. So it's failing on this section here. We're not doing any dot values for those either. Are we? We're just sending that as is. All right. So yeah, I was wrong. We were meant to use this JSON dumps section. So I am just going to key that in as, oh no, we did the JSON dumps, the serializable stuff. Okay, yeah, that's not working there. So I'm just going to paste that there as an example. So we serialize it and then we just send it through. Yeah, all right, cool. So this then becomes requirement item results. Serializes serialize JSON, and then in like that, and we've got a query set, and we've got requirement item results. Now, is this a query set? Yeah, no, that's already a query set. So I think I don't need those brackets. And let's do the other ones. Project results. Serializes, serialize JSON format, and then project results, and then task results. Serializes, serialize JSON, and then task results. All right, cool. So let's try that again. Just gonna step over. All right, and then I'm just gonna hit play. Gonna remove that, and we've got a post. So now we've got this data. We're just gonna send it upstream, and upstream will handle it. It's gonna be temporary, this sort of code, but that's perfectly fine. So add objects. So this dollars emit. This will be update objects, and it'll be response.data. We're just sending everything. So send all data upstream. Then here, what we want to do is close modal. So this dot, actually it'll just be document.get elements by ID, and then it'll be add object wizard button dot click. As simple as that. So up here, we'll now have this with a v on update objects equals update objects dollars event. Scroll down to this. Just go update objects. we'll have data passing through. Then we'll have this dot requirement item results equals data dot requirement item results. I think that's how we're doing it. So one way, I have it right over here. All right, cool. Requirement item results. This dot project results equals data dot project results. This dot task results like so. All right, and that should be done. Yeah, because if we have a look at the view, hang on a minute. Coming through as a string. All right, so we need to go back into here. We need to go to this implementation. We need to do this. Translate into JSON. So that will be requirement item results equals serializers.serialize JSON, requirement item results, project results equals serializers.serialize JSON, project results, and then task results equals serializers.serialize JSON, task results. Okay, cool. And from here, I think we just need JSON.dumps, and then we just need the requirement item results. And JSON.dumps, this will be project results. And then JSON.dumps, this will be task results, I think. I think that's how we want to do it. So let's add another project in. Issue adding object to sprint. So we got the data back, but we had a problem here. So I am going to go console log data and data. And we're going to fix this up very, very quickly. Now it's definitely a string. Am I just overly confusing myself? Okay, organization results equals this. Status options. Status options will equal that, but we've got that in there. All right, cool. I don't think that will work how we want it to. Let's have a look at this. List request for change, order by. That's once again. most likely campaign board results. Maybe. All right. Hopefully third time's the charm. So I'm just going to do requirement item results. I'm not going to bother with anything else. JSON.dumps. We want to list requirement item results with the CLS as the Django JSON encode. All right, this other stuff, boom, we're just getting rid of it. Then we've got JSON loads here. What we're going to do, we're going to hit refresh. We're going to add object wizards. We're going to go project. We're going to go, yeah, why not? All right, I'll tell you what. We're going to cheat. Okay, we're not going to worry about all of that sort of functionality whatsoever. And did this stop? There we go. Ah! And we just got an ad break. Okay. Actually, I'll tell you what, during the ad break, we're gonna do some learn the characters very quickly. Start lesson.
자,
Oh god, that's loud. Cool.
자,
So that is off.
지,
Come on. Yep.
지, 지, 자, 자, 즈,
Oh, this is so much easier on the phone.
즈, 지, 지,
Okay.
즈, 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 제,
Ah, come on.
제, 지, 지, 저,
And welcome back. I'm just quickly doing this. Z.
제,
What's
제,
there?
제,富士, 후,
Oh, wait.
富士, 후, 지,
G.
자,
Oh, that's za. Oh. Hang on. Za. That.
지,
Yep.
제, 시,
And za. All right. That was pretty easy. Zo. That was easy. So that's definitely Sue. That would be Zoo. That would be So. That would be Zo, and that's the. Oh, however you
Shizuka.
pronounce. Oh God.
静か,
Shizuka. All right, there you go. Cool, let's get back into this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cheat. We do cheat in a couple other places. So what is going to happen is when we add the object, I am going to just reload the page. So window.location.reload. The reason being is we're going to edit this. So the reason why I should cheat in this sort of case, why am I cheating? Simple POC. All of this is going to change. So everything is going to change. If it's going to cost me an hour's time to set this up correctly, it's getting to that point where it's not really worth it. Considering we're going to be implementing a Kanban board feature into here and a Gantt chart to have a situation where you can flip between the two of them. It's not worth, definitely not worth sort of making this work when we can easily just be like, all right, cool, we're just going to move on. And that's what we're going to do. We're just going to move on. Another thing which we got to do is we've got to plan everything correctly. So yeah, that's why we're cheating. All right, I'm going to get rid of the evidence. There you go. No one saw that. All right, getting back into this. So we're going to say that we've done this through the cheat method. So users are unable to delete, remove objects from sprints. Now, we can do that in one or two places. If we just refresh this, we've got to do this again. Sorry, I've got to wait for that to sort of boot up. You okay there, Socks? Can you not? Thank you. All right, so what we want to do, we want to reload. So let's say we want to remove any of these. We kind of want to set that up. Yes. We'll also need to fix up the status and all that kind of stuff, but that will be fixed once again later on. This whole entire feature will be ripped out completely, and we'll be putting in proper features and so forth like that. So what we want to do, how do we want to remove these? So there's one of two places. They can either remove it here, or they can actually go to the requirement itself. Ooh, something's failed. Okay. Cannot resolve keyword requirement ID. Have we screwed something up? Okay, let's fix this first. It seems a lot more important. So, under sprint model, we've got requirement, all that kind of stuff. All right, sweet. We want sprint list assigned. Yes, Socks. All right, we want to go to this implementation. All right, sprint results, get sprints. We've got the destination, we've got the location ID. Get assigned sprints. We're looking at... Okay. Sprint object assignment. All right, so... We've got requirement item. We'll have project and we'll have tasks. I think I can't change the requirement item. Okay, so sorry, I've got to think about this properly. This is annoying. Okay. So what's actually happening is with our models, we can only really assign to a sprint a requirement item, a project, or a task. And up here, this is get assigned sprints. So we're sending a requirement, but our requirement won't have assigned sprints. It's the requirement. It'll have the requirement links, but it won't have the sprints themselves. So it won't have any assigned sprints. So I can actually remove that from here. All right, cool. So what I need to do, so under assigned sprints, we need the higher level for this. All right. So the idea here is there's some cases where we don't need to do this. So under the assigned sprints, what we can do is under Axios. So we need to limit this down to only certain cases. So we need the destination, get destination, so forth like that. That's mounted after the thing. So get tick, get assigned sprints. We're only getting them in certain cases. So if do we have a data thing where we're doing this? No. But if we go to child sprints, we'll notice that we have allowed objects. So project and requirement. So with the list, sorry, with the assigned sprints, we're going to have the same sort of object, allowed objects. What we want is we want project, task. We also want requirement item. And that's it. And then essentially very much similar to the child sprints down here, if this allowed object includes this destination, so forth like that. So if this dot allowed objects dot includes this dot destination, then we'll just do that. All right. And that should be fine. As for this, we might actually want to hide this in certain cases and so forth like that. So if we hit refresh, we no longer get that issue. But if we go to the sprints, it's like assigned objects, and then we can still click on that, and we shouldn't be able to assign a requirement to a sprint whatsoever, because it's not a sub-object. So yeah, what we want to do is with the assigned sprints, we want this hidden. A way to do that is on the list sprints. So what we want to do is we want the Vuex stuff to come through. We want to import the map getters from Vue. And down here we've got computed. So we'll map getters, and then we just need destination. That's all we need at the moment. So then we need data. And hey, Owen, how are you going? Good morning to you. Well, it's evening here, so good evening. How have you been? Allowed. What do we want to call this? This is assigned sprints allowed. That is going to be requirement item, project, and task. So VF allowed and that should make it disappear where we don't need it. All right, let's hit reload. Let's go to sprints. So that disappears now, which is perfect. Whoa, sucks. Be careful. No, 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 you're causing trouble now. On the windowsill. Okay, cool. And if we go to a requirement item, we shouldn't see any network issues. Okay, cool. And we should be able to see the sprints. We won't be able to list out all the sprints, but we can see the assigned sprints in there, which is great. So what we can do is we can do the opposite for assigned sprints. We can actually hide that too, which will be great to do it. So what we want is child sprints. Allowed destination. So we only want this at requirements, and projects. And then it's pretty much the same sort of if statement. So VF child sprint allow destination includes destination. That way that's going to hide. Perfect. Doing okay, still working on my full stack course, making progress soon, going to be on the JavaScript part, and then React, still learning PHP on the side, also for logic stuff. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. I know Laravel 11, talk about PHP, Laravel 11's out either soon or it's out. Soon. So yeah, that's pretty exciting, and they've made some massive changes in there. I know I was watching the video today about it. It's out now, I think. Oh, okay. Nice. So, yeah, someone hasn't updated this fast enough then. So, yeah, that's great news. Just a bit over a year. So, yeah. I'll hopefully be able to give it another shot soon. So there we go. We've got everything that's with requirement information. We've limited it down to just what we needed. If we go to the requirement items themselves, we go to sprints. As you see, presto, it's assigned sprints. Child sprint should be showing, because this should be a destination. Come on, Vuex. Because, yeah, destination should be requirement information. That should not be there. If we go back to the components, oh wait, assigned sprints. All right, yep, don't worry, I'm going crazy. List of child sprints. Yeah, all right, don't worry, I've gone crazy. Yeah, you're gonna make a demo project now just to test it out. Fair enough. Nice. Yeah. Cheers. All right. So we've fixed that issue. Now I feel like we need to, yeah, add in a delete functionality. So if we go to requirement items, click on the sprints. At the moment, I don't want to delete from this object. I feel like there's a lot on this page already. And what we would need to do is figure out, we can potentially do it from here. It's going to end up in the same spot. Yeah. Sorry. I'm just having a quick think. So what we could potentially do is we want to do this properly. So here's our card. We'll have a trash can, like so. When someone clicks on this trash can, we'll have a dialog pop up. Like so. And when they click yes, we'll, you know, do the thing and we'll delete it, and then we'll tell this component, it's been deleted. So that should work perfectly fine. Essentially, as components, this will look like... this is... Yeah, I don't think it'll... I don't think it'll look like this. It might. So we'll have list sprints. So list sprints, under there we've got child sprints. So do we need two? It's only assigned sprints. We're not deleting child sprints. Child sprints will only be deleted at the... All right, we can ignore that. So we only have... But then we have assigned objects. So render object card. All right. And the thing is, this isn't, this mostly, this will only be tweaked. We're not doing massive changes here. This isn't really a proof of concept. So we kind of want it there. And it goes down here, destination, search results, yeah. Okay. We can't delete stuff here. Now, how am I doing it in other places? Yeah, I've got to fix all of this up. This is looking terrible. Yeah, requirement item links. Let's see what I'm doing there. So requirement item links module. And then we've got new wizard and all that. So sub object links. Stop it. Sucks. So we've got sub object links. And then here I've got the trash can. Confirm, remove, link. All right, this is not what I wanted to do. I don't want to create a new component just to get this deleted and stuff like that, and that's going to get really annoying very quickly. The idea here is I have one component to sort of render all of these out and get this to work. Yeah, and that way they all look the same, they all act the same. Yeah, this is going to take a lot of work to do. And that's why we've created the sub-object links and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of this I don't like. Assign sprints, list all sprints that contain object. I don't like that because we've got that up there. We could get rid of that. Yeah, it's just. It's getting dark. Oh. I mean, honestly, I really hate this. Really, really fucking hate. Excuse my French. Hate how this looks. It's just annoying me more and more. I want to be able to add this in, but then I need to add in something else, and then I'm like, this is pretty much the same component as the sub-object links. I'm gonna have to figure out how I can reuse that component. And we've started an ad break. Yeah. Let's go over to ad time. Yeah, hello. Yeah, this is just annoying when I reach this sort of stage and I'm just like, there's just a lot of work to get this in and up and running. And considering I haven't planned any of the other features yet, so I'm kind of keeping it as generic as possible. Yeah, anyway, whilst we're doing this, let's just mess this up. All right, cool. Let's just say this color here. So red. Okay, so. All right, cool. Done and dusted. Oh, there's the red. Socks, can you stop doing that? It's annoying. All right. And done. All right, let's get back into this. Yeah, this would be perfect. All I need to do is change which element we're updating. Oh, even then, I've still got the VueJS and all that kind of stuff. UX, sorry. Because yeah, this updates the object link. I know, that could still work. And this still could work, and it still could be kept the same name. Alright, so what I'm thinking of is All right. Problem is, yeah, this is set to, I'll need to make this whole thing generic. We've got object type, object title, object ID. I mean, that would still kind of work. Because we'll still have project and we'll still have, you know, other thing, like the object itself. I'm just not in the mood to actually do this tonight. Because it's just a lot of work. Just a whole lot of work I don't want to do. This your object type, that will still work, so we still will have project information, and then link.object ID. Do we have a definition of what that's meant to look like? I don't know. Object ID, object title. I think that's all I need. I also got link PK, but that's meant to be probably object ID. Got link and link results. Yeah, I mean, this could work. Link, all right. So there's the title and stuff like that. So that's that section there. Then we've got the status, which will be over here, which is what we kind of want. And then we've got the delete. And that checks, I think, now that I'm thinking about this isn't probably going to be as hard as I think it is. And we get to clean up the code. We also might be able to fix up an issue that we had before. So, yeah, where we add in all that data together. Okay, give me a second or two. I am just finishing this Rubik's Cube. Am I on the right page? Yep. Cool. All right scene. So that will be perfectly fine. Extra space and all that kind of stuff. We got the map editors. We got our modal. We got all this sort of stuff. We got the sub-object links. I think this might work. We won't need to do the object links. We just need to keep the sub-object links. We'll have a can delete, which can come down. We've got the link results, and we've got the title. Actually, I think yeah. I think this will work perfectly fine. I will need to test it though. We'll also need to change the so when we come down here and confirm the delete, we'll need to actually make this a variable, this modal here. So that will be of type string, default is nothing. All right. And then what we want to do this is used in multiple places. It's used in requirement links module. So yeah, I'll need to update that in multiple places. Easy done. So what we want to do, we bind confirmation modal equals, and then we're just going to paste, oh, piss off. Confirmation, confirm link delete modal. Oh, for God's sakes, I'm not in the mood. Oh, I did it again. All right, that's meant to be a string. Problem is, I can't get out of... Yeah, I can't get out of that frickin'... Why is there no consistency in these search results? Boggles my mind. All right, yank that. Pasting it in. Why? All right. All right, sweet. So we've just keyed that in. What we now need to do is this dot confirmation modal. All right. So by default, it'll automatically open that up anyway because we just changed it everywhere and it should just work. So if we actually hit refresh, and we go to linked objects and we hit this, we can go no. Now the best thing is, oh, I don't have my Minio going. There you go. Minio is going. So the best thing is I can now replace these. And we can make this look a lot better than this. This is, I'm not happy with how this is set up at all. So let's do that. Let's just add this into a sprint like so. Yeah, let's fix this up. This is not how I wanted it. Okay, cool. I'm going to close this. I'm going to close this. I'm going to just double check the sub-object link. So we have the confirmation modal. Done. All right, cool. We're going to close all tabs. We're going to minimize everything. We're going to go in with a clear mind. So under source JavaScript components, what we have is we've got sprints. Sorry, we've got the modules, sub-modules. We've got the list sprints. So under child sprints, wherever we put child sprints. All right. So under child sprints, we're render object card, and we've got all of that information. I don't think we need all of that. Now the problem is we don't have the data how we want it to be. So let's do that first. And let's note how we want the data to actually come out like. So let's go into sub-object links. Let's write in the data how we want it. So data structure. All right, straight off the bat, let's scroll up. What we want, object type. And we're just going to go project as an example. Object ID. All right, cool. Object type we're done. Object ID we're done. Object title. Frank's Bands. And then object status. Current. And then this just sends through the link itself, which will be perfectly fine. So that just sends through the whole entire object. All right, so we're going to put this over here for reference. We're going to minimize it slightly. Why is this going down? All right, this is weird. Nothing's on the keyboard or anything like that. That was really weird. I'm not in the mood for bugs at the moment, or issues. All right, project ID, title, status. Let's get this sorted. So the idea being we're dealing with this list sprints. So, the child sprints. So the best thing is, this is called via Axios. So mounted next tick if, yep, all right, cool, get sprints. That's for the new sort of data. We might separate out this into its own modal, own thing and so forth like that, but we're not worried yet. So what we want is you want get sprints. So this data here will then come back. So count sprints equals response.data. Fix up the modals. So data length equals that date. Okay, that's, yeah, that's said in the name and so forth like that. That's perfectly fine. Okay, cool. So we have this data coming through and all that kind of stuff. We just need to edit it in the back end. So this is part of the sprint list child. So views, sprint, child, so list child sprint. So we hit in here. So this is all fine. We've got the sprint ID name, total story points. Ooh, this is different. Yeah, all right, this is... And I've got to make up the thing. Should I be showing that information here? And if I am, then it might be best to actually undo what I've just done and actually create a new object of a similar sort of style to this. But it will follow the exact, pretty much most of that code, but it's just showing an extra couple of fields on here. Or do I just show it like this from the moment and then later on down the track decide whether or not we want to split that out and have its own thing? Because at the moment I'm kind of leaning on, no, I need to actually yeah. The joys of software development. You've got so many choices and stuff like that. I'm going to say let's... this is going to bite me no matter what. No matter what I say, it's going to bite me. The one problem is, if I'm going to implement these sub-objects into here, I can use them in both areas. But if I were to implement the other fields of information, it can only be used in the top one. Those fields of information are useless down here, in which case then I'm building something for this and I'll be using it. It's mental. Okay. Because, yeah, we'll... I feel like I've got to do this properly. I can still use the assigned sprints and so forth like that. I can remove this. Yeah. I feel like I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to do this properly. Alright. Because I can... Yeah, it's going to be similar, but it's not going to be the reusable components and stuff like that. This is annoying. I didn't want to... I just want to get this feature out so I can test it. But then again, it's not useful testing this because this is going to cause issues. I'm going to be like, no, this all needs rewritten and stuff like that. I should rewrite it now. Get it to that sort of polished polished-ish state. And then deal with it. Yeah. Sorry, this is just really annoying. Alright, cool. So I'm going to keep this, send back information like that. That's an okay sort of structure. With the child sprints, I'm going to get rid of the render object. We don't need it. Still need that. This modal should be in its own. Yeah, this modal should be in its own sort of place. I need to strip that out. I can copy the sub-object stuff to a certain extent. Because... yeah, no, I can't. I can copy all of that to a certain extent. And then, yeah, we can make this look a lot nicer. Alright, cool. So, plan of attack. Let's do this properly. Let's undo what I've just done with the sub-object links. Because that's not required at all. Sub-object links, confirmation modal, PO. All right. So, piss off. Thank you. Excuse my French. I want to do that and that. I want to get... no, the modal functionality is still in here. All right. So, what I want to do... yep, alright, that's perfectly fine. That will actually hop out a little bit further. Create new sprints modal. Let's... create new sprint. New sprint wizard. We're adding it in. We're grabbing a template. Cool. Let's do that. We're grabbing a script. Cool. Export default name. New sprint wizard. And then what we want to do, we want to grab this and cut. And then we've got to paste in. And then we've got to do something like that. And then do that. And then... like so. All right. I'm not bothered with that. That's going to come out like that. So in here, after all of this, we're going to have a new sprint wizard like so, but we're going to add in that so it works on at this level. So the create new sprint. That will go down here. Okay. That's the get sprints. That's the open modal. That will work perfectly fine. Now we don't have anything to list it yet. Do we really need a message being like, oh, there's no data here? Yeah, we still need that. All right, but 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes up the top. The buttons, we're fine with where they are. We now need to render stuff out. And this is where we're going to borrow that sub-object link stuff. So I am going to put that to the side. I'm going to do that. And I am going to add in a line here, add in this here. Ah, and add break. All right, cool. Tell you what. Let's feed socks. Let's do something nice. Let's give her some treats. It's been a while. She hasn't been here for a couple of weeks. Because I've been looking after my mother's cats. So she's like, oh, I haven't had treats in a while. And she's wearing her bandana. She's looking very pretty. Okay, up in your bed, sweetie. In your bed. No, you know what to do. You know what to do in your bed. No. Yes, in your bed. Stay. Don't back off the whole entire table. Jesus. There we go. Did Max come? No, he hasn't. Alright. Pull out an extra one. I'll just put it over there. Get up super close to socks. She'll be like, sup? Right, yep, she's eating her treats. Yeah, she's looking cute in her little bandana. Yeah, you want to say hi, socks? Anyway, we should be back now. Oh, get to see my lovely ceiling fan. Back to my face and my messy hair. I need a haircut. I need to start looking like that again. Alright, getting back into things. Cool. So, up here, we've just got a V4 that into that. Alright, cool. We'll do a similar thing. So V4 sprint in sprint results. Oh, current sprints, sorry. We will need a key equals sprint dot sprint ID. That'll be fine. I'll be blind. Then we need a class equals a row object link. So we're going to copy the exact same classes. That is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. So what we've got here is object ID plus title. So we'll have a div class equals col md10 object. In fact, I'll tell you what. Let's just copy it. Because we'll be able to make the changes and so forth like that. I think that's it. So I'm just gonna close that. We're gonna go through this and edit this. So straight away, we need to bang this out like this. I'm gonna delete that. So we've got the col object link details. We've got the, all right, cool. This will be sprint. Sprint, ooh, now we don't have a type, do we? No. But we do send this information back. I'm just gonna delete that. What we want to do, delete that. We don't have props, do we? We've got destination. But that will be sprint. Okay. All right. Wait a minute. I'm overthinking this. I'm way overthinking this. So, if we go back up here, sorry, to the child sprints, we go back up here. Sprint ID we're fine with. Root URL. This will be sprint information. Then it'll be sprint.sprint ID. All right, that's it. Okay, and then what we've got here, this will be called sprint. And then sprint.sprint ID. Then sprint.sprint title, I think. Let's have a look. Sprint name. Easy done. So this then becomes sprint ID plus sprint name. We go through here. We've got sprint status, which that then becomes sprint status. We then have sprint.sprint status, which should come through as plain text. And then sprint delete. All right, so we've got a can delete. I'm going to remove that. In fact, I stated I didn't want this. The reason being is we're not going to delete sprints from here. We're actually going to force the user to go into the sprint itself and delete it there to do it properly. Yeah, because it affects more than one object. So the idea being is, in those sort of cases, you need to actually do those extra steps to get there. Okay, we still got the create new sprint. Still got all of that. So we need user level to come down. So that's part of here, user level. All right, cool. We've got that coming down. We've got that, all that information. This one, sprint net name modal. All right, we don't have in here data. In which case we're going to return sprint name modal. Oh, all right. This ain't going to send that information downstream, is it? No. Okay. So the one problem is all of this data is meant to go downstream. And we can still do that. All right. So what we're going to do, props. We're going to add props into here. We should also add in the computed stuff because we need root URL and all that kind of stuff. So computed. We need ... map getters. Root URL and all that kind of fun stuff. So import map getters from VueJS. Map getters root URL get root URL. All right, cool. So there's a bunch of things in here that I still need to do. Response data ID. Okay, perfect. That, yep, that's fine. Root URL, destination location ID. Sorry, wrong field. So get destination location ID. We've got the toasts running. This dot sprint start date. Yeah, all of that information is in here. Sprint end date. Oh yeah. So what I want to do, I want to jump back up here. That delete. That delete. Those two delete. Going down here, I'm going to paste them in. Alphabetical order. So that should be fine. This should be in a watch. So when we update the data, we then calculate stuff on it. Now, it might be easier to calculate a number up here. What? We've got the destination location down there, data length and date. We just need data length. So down here, what we'll actually have with the props, we'll have a simple sprint result length. It's going to be type number, default 0, and that is really loud. Yeah, that's really loud. All right, I'm going to turn that down. There we go. It's a bit better. Okay, so the idea being here is with this, we've got the new sprint wizard, we've got a VIF, then we've got a VBind, and then we've got sprint result length equals sprint result dot length. Like so. So we should actually have our current sprints. Dot length. So let's change that to current sprint I don't like current sprints. Okay. There we go. So sprint results length equals that dot length. All right, so we're happy. And the reason why I changed that is it makes more sense that way. I think I had another term being like current and previous for the last one and so forth like that. But what we want is, yeah, we don't want that. Because, yeah, we'll be ordering them in a particular way anyway. So that way the latest ones start at the top. And you can create as many as you want. So you can have them go into the future and all that kind of fun stuff. All right, so sprint results. Sprint. All of that should be perfectly fine. We're then sending stuff down into here. So sprint results. This is where I'm like, we can yank this stuff out. So I'm going to cut that out. So we just update the data. And we don't do anything. We don't do success or anything like that. We're happy with that data. Then in here, what we want to do is we want to watch. We want to watch on the sprint result length. I'll get that name correct in a second. And we just paste those in. All right, so we just need new value in here. We don't need this anymore. We'll still need the date. We've got the destination location. We'll have new value +1. Here, we'll pass actually. Const count equals new value. So it's not guaranteed to be int. No, it is guaranteed to be an int because I'm saying it's a type of int. New value +1. All right, and then we got the date. Perfect. Everyone's happy. Everything should be working here. So if we go into here now, we hit refresh. Hopefully we won't see many console logs. Hydration is not explicitly defined. You're running amps builder of Vue, which expects these compile time feature flags to be globally. Yep. Failed to resolve end date picker. So that will belong in here, end date picker. The child sprints, not so much. So what I want to do is I want to remove this end date picker, go into here. All right, cool. All right, everyone's happy? No longer complains. Don't know why it's complaining about that. So now we've got this up and running, which is looking nice. And then we go create new sprints, and there it goes. Sprint 2, done. That's looking perfect. The dates are a bit weird, but that's because we've set them as that. So so we just need a mounted functionality down here. And that's all we need. Done. All right. That gets that. That gets that. Everyone's happy with this. Okay, cool. So if we go to sprints, we've all got this. So list out all associated with this particular object. Okay, cool. Okay, sorry, cubing. No, that should still go to the sprint and stuff like that. This there we go. Perfect. All right, so that isn't affected or anything like that. We've got that now. Let's add in some more information into here because we've got the ID, we've got the name. We want the start date and end date in there, and we can easily do that. So now that we've set that up to do how we want it to do it, we've got the sprint, we've got this. What we want to do is we want to essentially, let's go object link title. Let's bang that. That should actually be in the source. So we should, yeah. So I'm just going to put that there. So we got one called link. And we got one called title. And I think we want to reuse the link. Pretty sure. Because, yeah, the title is set to a certain thing. Yeah. So, what we want is div class equals object link. What we want is start date. And then we want a friendly format of that particular date, which we'll figure out in a second. Div class equals object link, end date, and so forth like that. So what we've got is we've got the ID, we've got the name, total story points, completed story points. All right, so that's information we also want. In this sort of case, what we could do is we could have a date and just put in both dates to cover up most of that. If we hit reload, go to sprint, did it not want to compile? Oh. Actually, I'm going to close sub-object links because I'm happy with that now. Div class equals object link, start date. Then I'm going to paste all that. And then what we wanted is story points. Actually, I kind of want it like this. So story point progression, dates, and so forth like that. I think having it like that will be a lot better. So yeah, that way people can actually see the progression of it and so forth like that at this particular level. And I think this is where this actually is a lot stronger. So yes. Sorry, I am just solving the Rubik's Cube. I am getting distracted with this cube. I am terribly sorry. Bear with me. For one thing, I like to fidget. All right. So that is done. That is done. All right, cool. So now we need the story progression, and that is going to be bang bang. Sprint dot, and this is where I do this on a new line. This is where we have a look at this. I can close this now. I'm happy with this. So total story points. So completed story points. Out of sprint dot. And I'm going to put that on a new line. And then when we refresh sprints, we got 0 out of 0. So that's going to work really, really well. As for the dates, we're going to get the friendly dates stuff again. So this is part of the mix-in. So let's go components. Mix-ins, so import. Date time mix in from bang 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 mix ins date time mix in. We'll have mix ins here. Now that is an array where we've got date time mix in. Perfect. And then if we click on date time mix in, it will be get nice date. So yeah, that's pretty simple. So going up here with the dates, we'll go bang, bang, get nice date, and then go sprint dot sprint start date right until get nice date, sprint dot sprint end date. And it just fits in that line. I do feel like I have to do this. Wait, one line. I'm just going to do that. That is fine. All right. So if we wait 1 second, hit reload, go to sprints. All right, I like that. Oh, we don't need the times. Yeah. Okay, no problem. Oh, and we've just hit another ad break. Oh, it's saying I've only got one user tonight. That's sad. Okay. So let's just jump onto this. All right, cool. No, sorry, I should be, there we go. There we go, that's done. Have we just finished our ad break? I think so. Ad break in 20 seconds. Oh, that's weird. It doesn't pop up over there. Oh, well, I'll just wait here just for a little longer. There we go. 20 seconds. All right, cool. All right, I think that's 20 seconds enough. Welcome back. So we just want those dates, and what I could potentially do is I can change this to get nice date time, which I think I should actually do, and then have one called get nice date. So what I need to do, it's gonna be freaking horrible. Get nice date. All right. That's not used everywhere. Okay. This makes this a lot easier. So what I want to do, date time. And then, like so. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy, I'm going to essentially paste. And it's just going to be called get nice date. So it's going to do the exact same thing, except think I'm just going to do that. And then with this, what we want is we actually want that date. And then fingers crossed, if this is working, what will actually happen is it will give us the just make that. Give us the dates. We don't need the time. So Wednesday, March the 13th, 2014 till there we go. Perfect. That's what we want. And everywhere else should still have the proper date time sort of stuff. If we got linked, I don't know where else I'm using those date time stuff, but that's fine. So we've got this now working. And hey, Nocturnal, how are you going? Hopefully you're feeling a lot better, hopefully. Somewhat more recovered. Fingers crossed that's a yes. So yeah. All right. So this is looking a lot nicer. Now we've got to do it down here. And this is where I'm like, well, what we did up here, this could probably go into a component and extract this down even one more step, which would be quite useful. A little, I managed to get a whole day at work. Oh, that's good to hear. I wouldn't push yourself, especially if you're still feeling foggy or something. Alright, so assigned sprints, we're going to do the similar sort of thing. I have a feeling I'm going to want to yank this out and put it into its own component. Because yeah, these will be all the sprint information that's in there. Then sleep the rest of the day. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to have to do that properly. So we've got the get sprints, open modal, that's perfectly fine. It's going to be different because we're going to implement the delete functionality. Yeah, we do want the delete functionality on those particular sprints. But we can... Yeah, alright. A lot of this... Yeah, we're going to need to make a new component. But not a problem. It'll go under submodules. And it'll be called... Oh, we can't use list sprints. It's almost like the sub-object links. It'll be the... render sprint card. We've got ourselves a template. Script. We've got ourselves props, which will be called sprint results, which we called up here. Yep, sprint results. And that will be type array. Default will be this lovely return this. And then we've got our methods, which won't do anything, and mounted, which won't do anything. I don't think mounted's needed. What we want to do is we want to select all of this, cut it out, paste it in here, move it down by 1, move this up by 1, and we need to get the nice date. So import, actually, in fact, what I could do, I can just, at the same time as cutting it out here, I can paste it in. No biggie. No socks. All right, so that should fix some of that. We need root URL. So we now need the VueJS component import math getters from Vue. Computer.map getters, and then we need root URL get root URL, and I'm pretty sure that's all we need. So up here, what we could do now is we've got render sprint card. Like so, we just go vbind sprint results equals the sprint results from here, and we're fine. And that will render that. So yeah, if we wait 1 second, we hit reload, sprints, there you go. We got it all rendered out and perfectly fine. When we create a new sprint, that will go straight to the sprint, so we don't need to worry about actually, you know, doing stuff. So we're happy with that. Socks is pasting. Come here, sweetie. So let's apply it down here. So I'm going to close child sprints. We're going to close render card. We're going to close this. We're going to close the new sprints wizard. We're all happy with that. What we want to do is we want to assign sprints. We're getting rid of these. So straight off the bat, I am just going to comment these out. And I am going to go, this is render sprint card, like so, and then it'll be vbind sprint results equals, and then it'll be the current sprints, like so, and then render sprint card. Once again, we do this, so vbind sprint results, and this will be the finished sprints. So we'll delete that, so we're currently happy with pretty much all of this. So we're no longer using a render object card. So we'll get rid of that. And we'll go back here. We'll hit refresh. We'll go sprints. And there I go. And then we just need a couple of H3s being like current, finished. So up here, we just go H3, current, H3, finished. And we just got to add in if statements on top of those. vvine, this is vif, sorry, current sprints.length is greater than 0. Same with this. Bang that like that, bang like that. All right. Wait a few seconds. We're going to hit refresh. We're going to click on the sprints, and there we go. We've got our current sprint. And if we add to a sprint, we don't actually see it update yet. Now that would be a bug. The idea being is that's meant to update. I thought we fixed that earlier. Or was it something else we fixed? Don't know. All right, cool. So that updated. Let's click on this. Let's go into our response. So response. That only got that back. Ah, did we only... There we go. It won't pull out duplicates, which is what we want. Perfect. All right, cool. So that is working perfectly. All right. So if we now go to list all objects, let's go to a requirement. Number 3. Let's go to the sprints. There are currently no sprints, so let's say, ooh. All right. Yeah, we kind of need a sprint name in there. Okay, cool. Give me 2 more seconds. What I'm going to do, list sprints. That's for child, that's for assigned. So this is list sprints. This is child sprints. And under here is we've got the add sprint wizard. I am because we've got no, it's in the new sprint wizard. So the name model starts like that. The default for the sprint results, I'm gonna, oh, actually, let's cut this out of here. Let's create a method. So let's go update sprint name model. All right, and that's just going to be a simple sort of function. We're going to paste that in. We are going to essentially change this new value. So it will be const new value equals this dot sprint results length plus 1. All right, then we just need to get rid of that. And then what we need to do is this dot sprint update sprint length model. All right, cool, done. We remove this, we remove this, and then what we have mounted is we got all this information coming through. What we now need to do is this dollars tick, next tick, this dot update that. All right, so that will be fine. Okay. So, hitting reload. With the sprints, when we create new sprint, we've got the name in there now. And we just create sprint, it'll go here. If we go back to the parent object, we go to the sprints, you'll see that, hey, this also updates too. And this goes in here. Now, if we go into requirement item itself and go into the sprints, we haven't added this to anything yet. We can easily just add it in, add to sprint, perfect. We need to... Yeah, that lists sprints. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this one and I'm going to click on sprints. That makes sense in there. Doesn't there. We can get rid of that. So under list sprints, we've got all this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Paste it in here. That will work perfectly fine. So if we wait 1 minute and hit refresh, and then we go to the sprints, boom, assign sprints. All right, go here, boom, sprints, list, sprints, perfect. If we find a project which could have both, boom, that makes sense. All right, cool. So we started off with me hating this, and now I'm actually liking it. I'm liking how this is coming along. It took a little bit of thought to get here and stuff like that, but that's perfectly fine. All right, cool. So what is the next thing to do? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right. So I'm just trying to think. So we've now made this a lot nicer. We've done this. I am happy with how this turned out, perfectly fine. We haven't implemented the delete function yet. So that's what we've got to do next, is the can delete function. Now these particular ones don't have any information in there with these assigned objects. We need to actually set those up so that they can. And then we need to implement the delete functionality. So what we need to do is we now need to go to So we've got list sprints, we've got child sprints, and then render sprint card. All right, so I'm getting rid of this, I'm getting rid of this. So render sprint card, we're going to add in the can delete function. So that is type boolean. Default is going to be true. All right, and we're just going to add it up here. We're going to reuse the sub-objects information. We'll, in fact, just copy, and that goes after the status. Now we'll need to implement the icons and all that kind of stuff. We'll do that in a minute. but we need some more information. So with the child sprints though, with that, what we want is vbind can delete equals false. So that won't appear whatsoever. By default, we want it to appear. So I'm just minimizing this. So first off, we need to get the computed. We need to get the user level. Perfect. We need to confirm remove link method. We're going to call it confirm remove sprint. What that will do is we'll set up a bunch of stuff to get that to work. It'll involve us sending information upstream and all that kind of stuff. Wouldn't be too hard to implement. So, yes. All right. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I'm just doing this. Now we've got to implement the icon. So we've got to mixins already. Import icon mixin from mixins, icon mixin, perfect. Then down here, what we want to do is in our mixins, we just want to go icon mixin. We hit save, and that should all work. Now the link here, that will just be called sprint. Then we go down here, we just go sprint in here. What most likely will be happening is send data upstream. Upstream will handle the modal opening and making sure it has the delete functionality. So in here, what we want to do is we want to send request upstream. This $emit. What we're going to do is confirm remove sprint, and we're going to send sprint. All right, and that's all we need to do down here. This component doesn't do too much heavy lifting and so forth like that. And we need to import icon. So what I want to do is I want to hit reload. I'm going to hit the sprints, and there we go. We've got these icons now. So they won't do much, but let's also fix this because this is broken. So on assigned sprints, I'm going to close this now. And I'm going to minimize that. Only to open it up in a couple of seconds. So sprint list assigned. So we don't actually have all the data. So what we want to do is I am going to cheat. I'm just going to copy this. I am just going to paste it, and we're going to delete the duplicates. So delete, delete, total story points, status, start date, end date. All right, cool. In fact, you know what? Let's just do that. No. Thank you. We're going to wait a couple of seconds, and then we're going to hit refresh. And there you go. We've got everything down here now. It's stock standard. Sweet. Okay, so we just now need to implement the delete functionality. So user able to remove object from sprint. Now, the reason why we're not doing this at the sprint level is because this will change. It's not worth it doing it here. Because the instant I program this in here, I am gonna be changing it. It's gonna be messy. Sorry, I'm just getting distracted again. All right, cool. I'm just getting distracted by the cube. All right, so just absolutely just I need to put that back on my shelf. All right, so we're not doing anything here, but we're definitely deleting stuff here. So the idea is like someone will click on this, it'll be like, "Are you sure?" So we need to set that up. So first things first is we've got the rendered sprint cards. We're sending it up, confirm, remove sprints. All right, we're hit an ad break. So we're going to go into ad time. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to solve that cube again. I'm going to solve it, you know. All right. It's probably the last ad break for tonight because I have got to finish up soon because I've got some work to finish, which will involve me doing stuff. And I've got to pack my bag tomorrow too, and yeah, all that kind of fun stuff. So there you go. Yeah. 30 seconds to remain on the clock. All right, cool. All right. Welcome back, everyone. Yeah, we were just solving the cube. There we go, lovely and solved. Whoop-dee. Whoopity-dee-whoopity. I don't know. I just really like fiddling with the cube. All right. So we're going to send stuff up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close anything I don't need open. We don't need to worry about child sprints. We need to worry about assigned sprints only. And in assigned sprints only, we'll have a confirm sprint removal. So, down here, what we'll have is, I'm going to open up this network thing. I'm going to reload. There's a reason why I want to reload. Let's go sprint. Let's go assign. Let's go response. So let's say we're taking one of these objects. I'm going to copy value. I'm going to see what pastes look like. Okay, cool. And I'm going to change that. So I'm going to paste it in here. We're going to rename a lot of this. So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to be like, all right, cool. So what we want to call this is delete sprint. confirm delete sprint. We're gonna push all of that up. Like so. We're gonna have that as 0. We're gonna have a name like that. Total story points this. Draft. Like so. All right, so I'm happy with that. And then we just replace that. The reason why I'm filling this out is because I'm sending it down into the modal. And inside the modal, it'll literally be like, all right, cool, this is all the information we've got from here. And I don't want it to cause any problems. In fact, in reality, I only need those 2 bits of data. So let's keep it simple. So up here, we've got a add sprint wizard. No, that's not what we wanted. We've got a render sprint card. We've got a v on, and this is going to be called confirm remove sprint. Confirm remove, confirm delete sprint. No, confirm remove sprint. I think that particular other one is already in use. No, it's not, but that's fine. We'll we don't want to delete because we're actually saying no, we're removing the sprint from here. So what we want to do is we forgot to put the $event in there. So we're going in here, we're going to go $event, $event, and then in here we'll have data. So this confirm delete sprint, we're just going to make it equal data. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. So now we've got that in there. We need to have a modal. Which, yes, socks. We're just going to copy this one and we're going to paste it in. We're going to call it confirm sprint remove. It makes sense because we're removing the sprint. We're definitely adding it in. Confirm sprint remove modal. Confirm sprint remove label. Confirm sprint remove label. Please confirm the sprint removal. And then confirm sprint removal button. Are you sure you want to remove this sprint from the current object? And then we got no, and then in this is we're not saying delete file, we're saying remove sprint. And that will be remove sprint. Now we need props that come down here. All right, and what we have is essentially what we had here, confirm delete sprint. So we're going to call it sprint. I want to change this data, and give me 1 second. Sorry, Socks is meowing at the cupboard. Why are you meowing at the cupboard? You know there's nothing in there. All right, so confirm delete sprint. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. And then we'll just have confirm remove sprint. Type is object. Default is going to be not like set up like that. Default would be this will be return sprint name, sprint ID. Like so. All right, cool. And that's meant to be like that. All right. So yeah, ID, sprint name. Then up here, what we want is now confirm remove sprint. All right, we're just adding this back in now. Confirm sprint remove. Should be the other way around. All right. Confirm remove sprint. Confirm remove sprint. There we go. Perfect. And then we go vbind confirm remove sprint equals confirm remove sprint. All right. So we should be happy with that now. So that will send data down into here. We're going to delete all of this at the moment. Like so, we're just going to add code. Close modal. We're going to delete that. We're going to go add code. I am going to go remove NearBeach static. Git checkout NearBeach static. I am going to jump over into here and go git status. I'm going to go git add everything. Yeah, so far I'm really happy with this. Git commit. Cleaned up the cards, the render cards, and started adding in the delete functionality. So I'm just going to push that. Just because I've got to get off very soon. And I just want to get this up and running so it appears. So assigned cards, what we want to do is we go down here. Confirm. All right, cool. Tell the component what the data is. show the modal. And yeah, we want the ID. We also want the name. So please confirm the sprint remove. Are you sure you want to remove the sprint? And there. Hell, it's just, we've just got the ID at the moment, but that's fine. We'll think about what we can do here. So const modal equals new modal document.get element ID by, and then that would be confirm remove sprint remove modal. Actually, I don't like that at all. It should be confirm remove sprint. All right, so this should be rendering out now. So if we hit reload, we go to our sprints. npm run watch. All right. Gonna hit refresh. Go to our sprint. So everything's looking really, really nice. Now that's not doing anything, and we've got issues. If I hit refresh, all right, cool. We've got a clash of stuff. Okay, not a problem. Done. No, we've got some more problems, but that's... Yeah, we've got a couple more issues, but I've got to finish there tonight. Let's find someone to raid. And Twitch. We did toggle bit the other day. Let's do Mimo. It's been a while.
Playing Keno is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
So they're both Italian and English.
On the grid.
So yeah.
Next, select how much you want to spend for each draw or game.
Cool.
And how many draws you want to play.
I don't know why this is showing me gambling. Okay. Oh my god, this ad goes on forever. Okay, let's do this screen. All right. Anyway, thank you very much everyone for coming tonight. It's been a night. Let's just say that yeah, we have made a lot of improvements with the sprints and so forth like that, showing that information. It did take a little bit of work to do, but I'm glad that we did it because it looks so much better now. We just got to implement this delete functionality. I think next stream that will be the best sort of solution to do it, just because I've got to run right now. So yeah, anyway, thank you very much. Let's raid Mimo.
Aspetta. Non mi torna. Ora mi hai fatto notare una cosa. Qui l'articolo, perché prendo l'id dell'articolo? L'id della classe, no. Aspetta un attimo.